All right, people. Here we are on our new scene here for the Ted and Ed show here. Oh, well, if you guys will notice and
Hello.
stuff, there's a QR code and stuff that's going to be on your right side of the screen there. And you should look at that QR code and stuff. You can scan it and it will take you to our not our website, but our YouTube channel and stuff and everything. And after tomorrow, so I'll have it so it'll go to our website also. And eventually, I'll have something up there and stuff where you can just click onto the QR code. And if you want to donate to us, then it'll allow you to donate whatever you want. Just scan it in, and it'll take you right to our bank account, and you can give us a coffee tip. So something new for you guys for us. Okay. All right, Mr. Harvey, what's going on?
Too much is too much.
Too much. Man, all of this technology and stuff is it is absolutely unbelievable, man, what they can do and stuff with it. These QR code stuff, man, have been around for a long, long time. It's just that most people can't create the QR code. Now they have free software where you can create your own QR code. And within that QR code is enough data and stuff in there that you can do what you want. Beautiful. I like it. I like it. It allows us to be able to put stuff out there in the picture and stuff and everything, and then all you got to do is just scan the damn thing and shit. Put your phone and stuff on it, and it'll scan it, and it'll take you to wherever you want. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check the QR code out. I'm gonna pull my camera out and see what that daggone thing captured that QR code. Oh yeah, it got it works. I just scanned the QR code. You won't see it until you see the actual upload when I do it today. I'm gonna upload it today, and I think you'll be able to see it. It'll probably be up probably about an hour after the show is over with. You'll see it, and you'll look at the QR code, and you can just take your phone and scan the QR code, and it'll take you to where you want to go to our site on your phone. Okay, what you got, Mr. Harvey? We had a man. It's been a. I haven't really did a whole lot to it at all. I'm just, uh, what you say? I'm just flabbergasted, I guess, and everything. And I feel numb. I'm still feeling numb about all this shit that's going on and how our our news people and everything is portraying what the hell is going on out there. And it's amazing to see uh, all these news outlets and stuff have their own take on stuff. What the hell happened? And I kind of, man, I'm looking at this guy sitting up there, and people are they just zoomed into his ass, and he is saying stuff and everything that you hear bullies and stuff talk about in the playground. Man, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna whoop your butt. Now you know, Ted. You can't be selling no whoop tickets. You selling whoop tickets. You know what's going to happen when you start selling whoop tickets. You scare people to death, and they are afraid of you, and you don't have no idea what's happening
Or when it's gonna happen.
or when it's going to happen. Yeah.
Well,
So,
you know, you try to get some news, and people, I'm gonna tell you, Ed just said it. These news people, they ain't worth a shit. They normalize this man like he is a real president.
yeah.
This guy is not a president. He is not a president. And they had a news. They had the press secretary come on. But before she came on, they tried to make like they was doing something really huge about the healthcare thing. Talking about your pharmaceuticals is going to be cheaper. You're going to get $3,700 back, American people, and we're doing. We've put in the SNAP program that uh, you can no longer buy different things. You know, they got a list of things that people can't buy on their card, and then they're talking about they're gonna have more healthier food, no processed food any longer for children for school lunches. All of that sounds good. However, you didn't already cut what, a million and a half, 2 million people off of SNAP. You didn't cut the daycare of Democratic. So you know, a lot of people were saying how many people will be hurt. These Congress people, they was, of course, they was in session today, and a lot of them said 100,000 children here will not have daycare available, and some of them 200,000, and what have you. And what does that do to the working mom or dad? No more subsidies or no more whatever they do. I don't know how that works now because you know I got all grown kids and I haven't taken my kids to daycare for years. So, but whatever it is, it's going to cost people more money, or those daycare centers are going to be closed. And how who is going to take care of these kids while their parents is trying to go to work? And we no longer get data on the unemployment. We don't get where we are in the consumer price index. We don't get anything.
Well, I guess if you hide it, people are not going to be able to find out that it's bad out there. I guess that's how they figure. At least that's what I think. They think that they can take take the data and stuff and hide it from people, and if you hide the data, then you won't you're going to find out that people, well, I can't see it, so it must not be real. It must not be there. But man, I don't understand how all this and stuff goes on, Ted. I'm just, but like I said in the beginning of it, I'm just numb here because people have normalized what's going on here. And you're finding and stuff more and more Republicans and stuff are sitting out there and they're saying that what this guy's doing and stuff is okay. And nothing is mentioned about the things that are concerning their constituents and their state. Now, we all know that South Carolina, you see Lindsey Graham on the airplane with Donald Trump. And the only thing he can do is, yeah, this man is a hero. He's better than Obama, you know, because he captured Osama bin Laden, but Trump is the best. He is the best thing is. And this guy's sitting down there looking at him and everything like he's a damn fool. But Lindsey Graham and these Republicans and stuff, man, they just adore this guy and stuff for some reason or another, knowing that we over there trying to do empire building and our own country is screwed up. Just like you just said, you know, Snap's all messed up, daycare's screwed up. They taking money from the Democratic states and stuff, and they know damn well that as soon as these states file charges and stuff, and they go to court, the judge is going to tell them, "You got to pay these people back. Got to give them their money back. They're not. They can't keep their money and stuff there, especially all those big states. You got California, New York. those two states in itself pay enough money into the federal coffers and stuff and everything that they can take care of at least half of those red states out there just with the money that these two blue states are putting into their coffer. So what's stopping? And I know this is a radical idea. I'm telling them, say, well, if you're not going to give us our child care money, we gonna keep our own damn money and shit.
Well,
That's
here's
our
the
money.
thing. The thing is that here's the thing is that you look at this thing and this right here is the 2025 thing. This is exactly the way they planned it. And they have infiltrated all of these sycophants, Trump sycophants, or their methodology or their ideology, and they have hired all of these people. And I can almost guarantee you 50%, 60, 70% of them don't even qualify for the position they're in. And they have eliminated over 600,000 black women have lost their job in this past year. This is an assault on black people. This is what this is. Now, do we know how to survive a attack like this? Yes, because we have survived it before. And I think that this is why I said yesterday, we're in the best of times, bro. Because this right here, what unifies people. This is what unifies people. Now, the people with the funds, the money, that's making the money, that's doing the things that they have to do. If you notice that a lot of these participations, not a lot of black people participating. A lot of black folks are not watching these programs, so they're gonna go out of business because see, the advertisers not gonna be buying advertising if they're not getting eyeballs. So all of that might last, their little hooray might last a few months. But after a while, they're going to say, hey, this is not worth money. You only got 300,000 people watching your show, And so where they're going to be putting their money is where the eyeballs are. And where are the eyeballs at? Podcasts, YouTube.
Well,
So we'll see. Like I said, everything it always catches up with them because the progressives and the as Joy called them, and I think she stopped saying that word, spicy whites. They are progressive white folks who believe in equality, who believe in fairness, who believe in inclusion. They might not invite you to their house, but they believe in inclusion on the job, in schools, and what have you. But the bottom line is that this is America. This is not America is not is not supposed to be a segregated country. It was miserable when it was segregation. And I guess for the last how long has it been since the 1960s? And up until now, hey, the last 56, 60 years, we those that people that wanted segregation tolerated. and they progress because of it. They've enhanced uh, their lifestyle and everything because of integration. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, um, these, I've been watching a lot of this famous psychiatrist, black psychiatrist. First name is Cress, Cress, and then I think it's Singsworth, or I can't quite remember her last name. But I've been watching a lot of her uh, YouTube and how she expressed herself about saying that the reason why there is white supremacy and racism is because they already know that they're being wiped out. Not because of somebody, what we're doing, it's because they're not having babies, they're marrying integrationally, and they're trying to survive. That's the reason why these white folks is talking about they want their white women to have more babies. Because they're dying out, bro. Their population is dwindling. I think they're like right at 600 to 700, million. So they don't even have a billion white folks in the world. They're dying out, Ed. You got black and brown people. You got yellow people. So this is what the big fight is about. Besides, they want dominance. At least this country do want. We realize that we don't have all the resources in our country. So that's the reason why we're going after uh, certain countries. So I don't know. It's a hard way to look at things, But I don't know. I mean, I thought that Joe Biden should have been a little more forceful, but and direct. But Joe Biden, he's old school. And where are our leaders, Ed? That's what I'm looking at. We was talking about that last night. Where are our leaders? Um, we got black men that's running for different offices. We got black women, and different things. But these people are the people that's running for president. They need to be coming out. Those people right now, they need to be coming out. They need to be speaking. They need to go on these podcasts and everything. The only person we said it last night, is Jasmine.
I think a lot of these people are setting the stage and everything for themselves to get out there and do what they need to get done. Uh, I look at Jasmine Crockett and how she got started. She said she had to do some research before she decided what she was going to do. And I think a lot of them now are setting that stage and stuff. They setting that path and everything to get out there and uh, to announce and say, "Hey, I'm getting ready to do this." I watched uh, Barack Obama and stuff before he decided that he wanted to run for the presidency and everything. He did a lot of research. I mean, there were people and stuff and everything that had been working with him for over a year to set the stage and everything for him to get out there to say that he was going to decide he was going to run for the presidency of the United States. So to do something like that and everything, got to be you got to be setting that stage. You got to be in that planning stage, and sometimes in that planning stage, you find out that hey, you can't do it, or you don't have the people or the money and stuff behind you right away and stuff to get yourself started to get off the ground. Because that's a big endeavor, man, running for the presidency of the United States. That's a huge endeavor. You talking about conservatively, you talking about you're going to have to raise pretty close to $1 billion or more to win a
Ed,
presidency today.
Ed, how much it cost you to put this YouTube up?
A lot of time,
That's what I'm talking about.
a lot of time.
You trying to tell me, because I see Jasmine Crockett on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and God knows all the other private stations. So that is not, that's a cop out for those people talking about it ain't time to run. Now you need to get out there and start talking. If I don't care what position you're running for, president, if you're running for senator, if you're running for Congress, if you're running for dog catcher, and you got to start talking your vision and what you believe, what your agenda is.
Ted, in the old days, that worked. So nowadays, that's not going to work. That
And
doesn't
how you
work.
figure that ain't gonna work? That's how Donald Trump got in office.
Well, no, Donald had a whole lot of folks and stuff there who had money who were putting it behind him. He had
No, I'm
people.
sorry, bro. I don't know if you remember. I remember. He was
He
getting
had
free.
he had
He was
people,
getting free publicity on all the major networks.
but
Free.
he also had money. People with money who were standing behind him. He
And what did
had
he use his
people
money
who
on?
had money.
He wasn't advertising.
It doesn't matter about advertising. He
Well,
that was a
money for
freebie.
what?
That was a freebie for him. He had people behind him who had money, who were putting money into his pocket to help him to get over the hump. Because at one time, he almost did not make it in that 2016 election and stuff and everything because he had lost a whole lot of damn money after he had came down the escalator and stuff and told people he was going to start running to be for the presidency. He came up to a point and stuff to where if you go back and look, he came to a point there in his going through that primary season and stuff where he thought that he might not make it. And there was a billionaire and stuff, and him and his wife from Michigan. I forget their names and stuff because he made her the educational secretary his first term. They came forth and put about 150 million dollars into his pocket and everything so he can continue to run. You need the money. Trump had free stuff. Obama had free stuff. You need free stuff, but you also need to have money that is sitting there behind you. You cannot make it in this day and age and stuff in any political campaign unless you got some money in your pocket. I don't care how much you talk, how much you go out there and talk to people, you have to have some money behind you. And if you don't have that money, I don't care if you're the best candidate in the world, you are not going to win.
What did he spend his money on? It.
What? He
What he spend
spent
his money
money
on?
on people. He spent money on his organization to putting people out there in different places and stuff and everything, so where he could be able to win.
Did he have any offices anywhere?
He have what?
Offices. Trump offices.
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
yes, he did. He had
Saying him
offices
so.
around. He had offices all over. He had offices here in Georgia. Matter of fact, I went to one of them here in Georgia. He had offices around here that they had to have money to do that. The Republican organization and stuff went out after he had won the
Well,
nomination. The Republicans went out
I must
and
be
said,
blind
and
because
he had
I ain't
offices where
never
he had people
seen,
who were working.
I have
He had
never seen a Trump office nowhere.
That's you. I saw them. I saw them out there beating the bushes and stuff for him. I'm sitting over there in another county, and they had an organization where he had people knocking on the doors for him. Elon Musk paid for that, for him to have these people and stuff out there doing it. He
I'm
spent,
talking about his first term.
yeah, he had people out there in his first term. He had people out there. Once he got through that daggone primary and he was the candidate and stuff, the Republicans put money and stuff behind him. They put their operation
Well,
behind him.
yeah, once he won the thing, but I never seen anything until he won the primary.
He
But I
had
still
people.
never seen an office, a Trump office,
He had people out there,
because
Ted.
they did reports on it here in Florida. They said there were no Trump offices
He
in
had
Florida.
people. He had people out there, Ted, working for him. He had
Okay,
people
well,
that he
that's what
was
you
putting
say, though.
money
But
in
I'm
their
just telling
pockets.
you, here in Florida, it was not.
Well, that's Florida. He had a whole bunch of folks and stuff and everything that I know here in Georgia and some of the other states that I went to where he had people out there working for him that he had
So
to put
anyway,
money in their pockets.
anyway,
Yeah.
like I said, he didn't spend no money. But
Yes,
like I
he did.
said,
you,
the only
I
thing that I can see
guarantee you he spent money.
the only thing that I see where he spent money, which he did not pay a lot of these people, is when he rented these little um, concert halls and what have you. And that costs money
He spent money,
because he had
Ted.
a lot. He was having 2 campaigns a day.
He spent money, Ted. A lot of money. A lot of money was spent. A lot of money was spent.
But
He ain't
anyway,
gonna. He
like I
didn't.
said,
He's
that this
not going to. You can't win a presidential election without spending a lot of money. You can't
well,
do
I'm
it.
going back to my initial thing is that don't cost no money to have a podcast. Don't cost no money to have a YouTube channel. It might cost a little money to travel and ask people to meet you at a certain place. But I remember when President Obama, he used to go to hundreds of houses, personally,
And,
and have
and,
little
and,
groups of people.
and he had an army of over 1 million volunteers.
Yeah.
He had an army of over 1 million volunteers. I saw it with my own eyes. I spent time in South Carolina working for him. I spent time in Texas working for him. I spent time here in Georgia working for him. I spent my personal time in North Carolina working for him. And his second go around and stuff and everything, I spent a hell of a lot of time in Florida, along with friends of mine that I know who were working up there in Ohio and a couple of other states and stuff around this country. He had a volunteer army, and that's how he won. But he also had money coming in because people were giving him money online, these little $5 and $10 donations and stuff in Canada because
Well,
he was getting my $5 and $10
like I
donation
said,
along
and
with
I don't give a shit about Obama right now because he ain't running. Like I said, what
you
I'm
cannot
saying
win
is, what
unless
I'm
you got
saying
money.
is that these people right now is 2026, and I ain't seen a whole lot of people doing nothing on the
They are.
Democratic side.
They are. They out there behind the scenes. I guarantee you they are.
They ain't supposed to be behind no damn scenes. They supposed
Yes,
to be
they are
hiding
supposed
over.
to be behind the scenes. They do not want to give the Republicans a chance to beat them up. They want to be able to have themselves a strong background, a strong structure down there so they cannot tear them down before they get started. You have to have that. And I guarantee you that the governor of Illinois is out there laying that groundwork. I guarantee you
So you think he's running?
that Newsom is out there laying that groundwork.
Well, he's out there.
I guarantee you that
Newsom is out there,
I
bro.
guarantee you that, and they beating the shit out of him. So my buddy over there in Illinois, the governor, Pritzker, he is out there with his billions of dollars, his coffer out there, because he's probably spending a lot of his personal money to set the stage for him to get out there and do what he needs to get done. I guarantee you that Josh Shapiro there in the state of Pennsylvania is laying that groundwork for himself to get on out there. I
So you think he
guarantee
running?
you that the ex-governor here in North Carolina is laying that groundwork for himself to get out there. They just have not said anything. But I guarantee you, behind the scenes,
I,
they're working and they're
I
laying
thought
their groundwork.
there's an ex-governor from Kentucky too. That sounds pretty good. I
He
can't think
he
of his
he
name
got
right off.
he's got feelers out there and stuff and everything, but he does not have that that money and stuff that he needs to get behind him. His state is a very, very poor state. And I guarantee you that he is out there also, probably out there, trying to help his folks out there to keep them afloat and everything because they're cutting out this daggone money. So his thing is concentrating on his state because he don't want his backside to have any problems and stuff while he's out there running. For people to turn around there and say, you left them people in Kentucky and you didn't do anything about them and have something to beat him up on. Got to take care of your flank.
Well, the thing is, this politics is a vicious, selfish thing. And I'm going to say this: the Republicans, Democrats, libertarians, whatever you want to call these people, left, right, extreme right, and the people that are getting hurt are the American people. Now, not the people that's making, six figures, even though some of them are struggling themselves. But the point is that if you at a good job and making $250,000, $300,000 a year, and you're trying to keep your job and you're doing well, you're gonna be all right. But it's those people that's making 25, 35, $45,000. Those are the people. And now, is there a large percentage of those people? Yeah, it is. Because I remember back in the 80s, if you were making $50,000 household income, you was classified as middle class. But now, middle class now is $125 to $130,000, $35,000, 40. So that inflation eats up those dollars, 2%, 3%, some years 4%. Eat up them dollars. You got to make more money. And the American people is falling, 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 falling behind. It's already been stated that the world debt right now is over $250 trillion. The world debt. We talking about our debt, but the world debt is 250 plus thousand trillion dollars. Why is that, Ed? And I can tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Credit cards and the central bank. The central banks is loaning all this money out, and these people can write off and file for bankruptcy, and the debt costs money. Things cost money, and these people they want to make money while they're working for government when you're supposed to be a servant for the people, but you want to make more than the average American makes. The Senate and the Congress make $175,000, $174,000, and they get an opportunity to make more money by writing books, doing speaking engagements, and investing money. And they get all kind of perks. That's taxpayers' dollars they're living off of. They supposed to be servants of the people, but they are servants for themselves. And the people, the American people, the reason why their so-called population rate is so low is because of that. They are not servants of the people. They're not doing the people's business. And what is the people's business, Ed? That's what
I
I want
don't,
to know.
I don't,
What is,
I don't, I don't begrudge them, Ted, from making
ain't
money.
nobody begrudging them, Ed. That's not the issue
Well,
I'm
that's
making.
what it sounds like. It sounds like
No,
it.
that's not. No, no,
It
no.
sounds
That's not
like it. It
begrudging
sounds like
nobody.
it. I'm listening to
Because
you,
I
and it sounds
remember.
like it.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: in the 1980s, they was making 84,000.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, 84 to 85,000 dollars. Now they're making twice that.
I don't blame them. I don't
Well,
begrudge
did
them
the
that.
American people's salary go up that high?
I don't
No.
begrudge them of that.
That has nothing to do with regurg, Ed. I'm talking about inflation. And I'm talking about the American people.
And what you're talking about has nothing to do with
They
their
are
salaries.
servants of the people.
It
They
has
have no
nothing to
right.
do
They have
with their
no right
salary.
to be making $175,000 when their constituents barely make $50,000.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What is your opinion?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm looking at them. I'm looking at some of the representatives up there. I'm looking at some of them. Those guys have to make a commitment to do their people's business. One of those commitments and stuff is that they have to have another home in Washington D.C.,
They
close
don't have to
by
have
where they
another
have.
home.
So
They don't have to have another home.
they're paying two mortgages, and they have to travel, and they have to do a whole bunch of stuff for their
That's
people. They
hey,
have to
that's
hire
the job
staff, and
description, buddy.
sometimes the staff people and stuff, if there's not enough money to pay their staff people, and they got to pay them out their own pockets.
No, they don't.
So
No,
I
they
don't.
don't.
Yes, they
No, they
do.
don't. They get a budget to
Some
pay
of
their
them
staff
are
people.
paying their staff people out of their
They get a
funds that they
budget to
make.
pay their staff people.
There is nothing wrong with
They
what
get
they're
a
doing as
budget to
far
pay their
as
staff.
getting their money.
Most they get $5 million a year for
They don't
expenses.
get no. All of those people do not get no $5 million a year,
Every
Ted.
representative get $5 million
They don't get. All the people do not
to
get
pay
five
their
million dollars
staff.
a year, Ted. No people. All of them do not get $5 million a year, Ted. All of them don't get $5 million a year, Ted.
Do I have to
That's
prove?
not
Well,
true. That's not
people.
true. That's not true. That's not true. I don't begrudge them that, Ted, for a reason and
You
stuff. Is
keep
that
using that
they
word. Ain't
have
nobody
to.
begrudging nobody.
They have to have, even if their people is only making $50,000 a year and stuff and everything. That's they. You cannot take care of 200 or 300,000 people in your daggone district or in a whole state
Well, they
that
claim
you
that
have.
every
That's not your job to take care of
Ed,
them.
they
That's
claim
not your
they
job and
claim
stuff and everything to make sure that they all have the same amount of money because that's a socialist society that you're talking about. That's socialism. If everybody got to
Wait a
have the
minute,
same
wait a
amount
minute,
of
wait a
money,
minute. I'm
there's
sorry.
some
I'm
people going to be
sorry. I'm
poor.
sorry.
There's some
Are they
people who are
living off
going
the
to be rich.
taxpayer dollar? Are they living off the taxpayer dollar? That is socialism at the highest level because they're getting paid more than what they should be getting paid because they
Well,
don't
no, it's
work.
not socialism. That's the capitalist society. That's
No,
capitalism.
they
Because you
getting
got people,
revenue
you
off the
have people
taxpayer
in a
dollar.
capitalist society who gonna make more money than other folks do. You got people on the top, your CEO, who gonna make all the
You
money in the
can't
world, and he ain't
compare
gonna give money
a
to his
CEO
employees because he's
produces.
the CEO. He
Are
or
you going
she
to
is the
compare a
CEO. They
corporation
supposed to
to the
make more
government?
money.
Are you comparing the
That's
corporation to the government?
Yes, in a
It ain't
way,
the
as
same,
far as
brother.
money, yes, it is. In a way, it's
No,
the
it's
same
not.
thing. Yes, it is.
It's not the
It's
same. Hey,
capitalism.
I'd like to see a
It's
CEO take
it's
off. I'd
it's
like to see a CEO take
capitalism.
off 30 days and don't
It's
work.
capitalism in its
Please, I don't know
own
what
in
you're
its
talking
rare
about. That ain't
form here
capitalism.
in this
That's the
country.
highest
It's
socialism in its state.
this.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's the highest.
uh, people, our young man over here is some way
He
misinformed,
don't know no
and
better, y'all.
he,
He don't know
he,
no
he he's misinformed here. He's misinformed here, people. We have to understand that sometimes he takes this stuff to the nth, and it's not that way. It's not that way. We have to
How much
realize.
each congressperson receive for their
Now you
expenses
think
to
that
pay
whatever Google
salaries?
has to say is the absolute truth. God, Google ain't going to say.
I gotta put on my
Mo-
glasses to see this shit.
Yeah, wait a minute, hold it. Don't put that tongue out there like that. You're going to have people.
They base salary is 174
Don't
thousand.
put that. You don't put that tongue out there.
I'm like Michael Jordan, bro. I'm focused.
Anyway, people,
They
we
get
have
$34,000
we
a year
have
just for travel.
we have a lot going on, and my congressperson, I support her no matter what she's doing. If she come out of there with a $2 million coffer or whatever and stuff, that's her thing. That's how she made her money. As long as I know that she is fighting for me and for the people and her constituents and stuff in her district and stuff, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with my senator, my U.S. senator and stuff, making as much money as she want to make because they've been hitting on Raphael Warnock, talking about him and how he's pulling in 200 and some $1,000 a year and stuff, working at this, being the minister at his church here on Auburn Avenue, and he got two or three homes and stuff around here. He got two homes here in Georgia, and he got a home up there in Washington D.C. I don't begrudge that man that he earned that. He
I don't
earned
know
it.
when you keep on talking about begrudge. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. You're begrudging
Who
these
gives a
people of their
shit?
money. They they
Nobody
they
give a
they
shit. What I'm
have
saying is
they
that
have
the
a
point
right.
is
They
the
have a
point. What I'm
right to
saying
make as
is
much money
that they
as they
do
can make
not earn it.
legally. They have a right to make as much money as they want legally. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Why not
begrudge
pay them
them
a
that.
million dollars? Pay them a
What?
million dollars.
I know if
A million
they
dollars ain't
make a
nothing to the
million dollars,
government.
that's fine. If they making $5 million, that's fine. It's okay with me.
Well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's that's what I'm saying. You begrudging them for
There
making
you
money.
go. There you go. You talking about I'm begrudging them? I'm not begrudging them. I
Yes,
just
you are.
said it's
You begrudging
bullshit.
them because you said it's bullshit. They shouldn't be
It
making
is
that.
bullshit.
Yes,
What are they producing, Ed?
people, all you folks who are watching the channel and stuff and everything, put some in the comments about Ted begrudging these people that from making money. I want to
I
hear
know
some
that you know.
comments. I want to hear some comments from the audience and stuff. If Ted is right, I'm saying I'm right. I'm saying he begrudging these people. You heard him. I heard him. It sounds to me like he begrudging them. So let us know if you think he begrudging them or if Ted's okay, he ain't begrudging nobody. But they ain't
I ain't
supposed to make any
begrudging
money.
nobody. Because I don't know no CEO that's working for a corporation gonna take 30 days off and don't do their job.
Now you know you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
I don't know no CEO take 30 days off and don't do their job.
You don't believe that. They probably take it off more than that. If they're CEO, if they done made it to the top and the CEO, they probably take it off a lot more than that. But people don't know it. They're out there on the golf course. They done took a plane ride over to
What
China,
is
or
the
they done took a
Senate
plane ride
and
overseas and stuff to check on a plant. They're
representative
taking
budget?
time off from their jobs. And I'm pretty sure that most of them, when they go home, they are working all the time. They are responsible for their company 24/7, no matter if they go on vacation or not. That's their job. If something major happens, they got to come off a vacation, or if they're going someplace on personal time and stuff, they have to come back because that's their job. And that's the job of a CEO. So he might be gone for 30 days or whatever, doing something else for himself or doing something for the company and stuff. And he includes that
Well,
with his
hey,
he includes that with his time off.
they get almost $2 billion. The Senate and Congress get almost $2 billion, and they divvy it up. $2 billion.
Okay. That $2 billion ain't shit. It depends on who you are. It depends on what they got going on. They gotta divvy that money up. If you're on a committee, they're gonna pay you some money. If you're on one of them lowly committees, they're gonna pay you some money. So if you add up $2 billion, that ain't nothing. Trump's been in that. Trump done spent $2 billion already.
If
he,
you give me
he,
$2
he, he
billion,
done bought a he done bought a plane and shit that worth
hey,
damn near $1 billion.
if you give me $2 billion, I can wipe out poverty in Chicago,
No, that ain't
LA,
no that no you done go a step too far there. You done reached Chicago now. If you just said maybe some little bitty town of Ocala in Florida and stuff, I might have
Detroit.
said okay. But you said Chicago,
Give
that
me
ain't
two
gonna happen.
billion dollars. I'll wipe it all
No, you can't. You ain't gonna wipe that. Maybe down in Ocala, Florida, you might be able to, but not Chicago. All right, Mr. Harvey, your final word.
out. People,
People,
people. If
people.
anybody's listening to this program, I just need one person. Do you believe that Congress is being overpaid? And if they don't come to work and do their job, should their pay be deducted? Because I know when I worked in the corporate world, I can have days off. I got so many days and I can use those days. Once I run out of them days, I ain't getting paid. They take 30 days off or more and they still get their paycheck. When we
Hmm.
had when they closed the government down,
They still got paid.
they still got paid.
Yep. They ain't nobody check been cut. No, their check ain't been cut. They still got their
If you
same
don't
check.
do your job, and on top of that, they supposed to. I mean, it ain't no bylaws or laws or that they have to, but they supposed to have get together and have meetings with their constituents. And 90% of them didn't, and I'm talking about the Republicans, didn't have any meetings.
Well,
Now, how
folks,
are they serving you when people have questions? People want answers. That's their job. Each one of those representatives, Congress people, have 700,000 people. That's including families, children, everybody. So y'all better get on these people. You better get on these people because they
well,
ain't doing their
people,
job. And
I
there's a lot
heard,
of people that
I,
are
I
doing their
heard
job. Don't
from,
get me wrong. There's
I
a lot
heard
of people
from,
doing their job, and I know a lot of them are doing their job, but it's a lot of them ain't doing their job. They're just sitting around writing books, being on podcasts, sitting around
and,
having
and they
a
working,
nightcap.
and they working. They working. That's part of their job to go out there and deal with their people. And I know they're out there working. Even the Republicans, I got to give credit. Now, they're out there working. They're out there working and screw their people
Yeah,
around and they screw the country
they out
around.
there working
But
all
they're
right.
working.
See if they can get a deal.
Right. But they're working.
They see if they can get a deal.
They got a strong union. They got some strong unions. So keep them union job going.
They talking about the founding fathers. In case you didn't know it, a lot of the
Yeah,
founding
yeah,
fathers,
yeah, yeah.
a lot of the
They
founding fathers didn't even take a salary.
they out there trying to help Trump to rebuild that East Wing that he done tore out and they ain't built back yet. Just a fucking hole in the ground.
He just screwing y'all all over.
he got
He
a
done tore down the
he
damn
done
East
tore that building
Wing.
down and then he ain't
He
put shit
raping
back
other
up.
countries. He done just messed y'all all up.
He done took
Piece
our
of
house and
shit
tore it up.
people.
He ain't put it back together again.
Y'all.
It may,
I mean,
it may,
and
it
and
might,
then he tell you,
it might be,
he tell you
it
in front
might
of
be
your
a hole.
face you ain't shit.
It might be a hole in the ground, and he's sitting next 2 years. He go, he probably out there not figuring out how he gonna cover that hole up.
He tore up the
He tore
garden
that,
in front of the White House.
he tore it down, and he can't get it back up.
He slapping his name on every damn thing. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are some stupid ass people. I'm telling you, you damn Republicans, man, you ain't got guts. What just for your little stupid little job, oh, I'm making 174, I'm making over $200,000. I got all this money coming in, and you happy. You
Yes,
gotta live
sir.
with yourself, buddy.
Yes,
You
sir.
gotta
Cause
live with yourself.
he done just promised us. He done just promised the all the military people they got a check coming for 1,776 dollars. They got coming. Now I haven't heard of any military people who got that money yet, but it's coming. He had already promised us some money from this tariff stuff, and we looking at a check for $2,000 in just a little bit. When you get
We got a
when I
rogue damn
when I
president. That's what
when
we
I
have.
get my check I'm gonna let you know, Ted.
He out of control, and y'all need to put him in check. Y'all need to put this man in check.
People, we got to stop this shit.
What? Ed, the only people that can stop him is the Senate and the House.
In the house, but they tried,
We
Ted.
ain't got no power.
They tried. They got now. They got what? 13 more days before the end of the month to stop him.
We ain't got no power. The people don't have no power. We done voted. Y'all white folks voted him into the office. This is what we got now. Now Congress and the Senate got to do their job, and they know that this man is running us down a damn rabbit hole that it's gonna be hard to get out of if
Well,
we ever get out of it.
Ted, he done gone too far down the hole, man. He can't get out. You got to keep going forward.
But Ed, when he was in office, he ran the debt up damn near $10 trillion.
Well, what do you
ten
think going
trillion
on now?
dollars, and
What
he
do you
gonna run
think?
it up another 4 trillion just this year.
All right, that's what he said. He said that hey, he gonna do the same thing he did with those casinos. He gonna bankrupt those.
He loved that.
Anybody who bankrupt a
Y'all people
casino,
crazy.
something wrong with him.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it. We already know he
You,
crazy. But I'm
it's
talking
hard.
about
It's hard
now.
as hell to
The
bankrupt a casino,
Republicans is
Ted.
crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all running this damn country, and then the black women was trying to save y'all ass, and y'all don't even protect them.
Well, Ted, I got something to say about that now. He might have did them ladies a favor. He might have did them a favor. Sometimes bad stuff happen to you. Somebody that's doing you a favor. You see that they didn't need to be up there in the government anyway. They got too much up here that they got to sit there and give back to the federal government when they can go out there and build their own stuff. Them black
Well,
women
I
is
ain't
out there
disagreeing with that shit.
building their
I'm
own
not disagreeing with
economy.
that.
They building their own economy, and
I'm not disagreeing with
I
that.
give them a thumbs up. Y'all girlfriends, build y'all shit. Damn the federal government. They did you a favor running you out of there. Build your own shit. That's what it is. My parents always told me, so you ain't gonna never get rich working for nobody. So you sit up there working for the federal government, they done just screwed you real good. So go out there, build your own stuff, and you're gonna be rich. Because they wasn't gonna ever get rich working for the federal government.
But a lot of those people, Ed, a lot of those people think that they believe they was doing God's work, bro, because they was helping a lot of people.
Trump don't want them to do God's work. you that some girl's a heathen. he's a goddamn heathen. He can't even,
He's vile. He's
he
vile.
he can't even tell you what the books of the Bible is. He called it two Corinth or something. Two Corinth.
Lord have mercy. I'm gonna tell you.
He got his Bible upside down. I'm
I'm gonna
sorry,
say,
people.
Father God, I'm gonna ask you to intervene with this man right now because something has got to happen. I'm serious. I'm praying to my Father right now. Something has got to happen because he's taking us down the wrong road. This is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, Ed.
Amen. You got my word. You got my amen. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.